welcome back to another episode of the Mother-in-Law Suite. It has been really long time. I am sorry about that. I meant to upload an episode before the end of the year last year, but I couldn't get around to it. Christmas time was really crazy, and I ordered a microphone, and I really wanted to do the new episode when the microphone came in the mail, but I ordered it on the 22nd, and it didn't come in until like the 2nd of January, and I really didn't want to do another episode until that came in the mail, and I don't know why. Some people, it's kind of like one of those things, like if you you can't finish your drinks, or if like you always put your left shoe on first. It's just one. If I say I'm going, or if I have an idea of doing something, sometimes I unwillingly commit to it or unintentionally. So but either way, I got the new microphone, and this is new microphone. You might, you might not even be able to notice a difference, but for those audiophiles, it's a Shure MV7. It's not the craziest microphone in the world, but it is a little bit better than the Hyper Quadcast S, and it gives me a little bit of opportunity. Plus, it gives me a spare microphone to have in-person interviews with another person. So next time Josh is on, he will be able to, have his own microphone. You might be able to hear him a little bit better. Get up and close and personal with Max and me out. You know what I'm saying? But either way, I was just I was thinking, I woke up, and I've been kind of scrolling around on TikTok, and I kind of went to bed late last night, and I was playing some games, and I've been playing Squad a lot recently, and I've talked about Squad a lot on this podcast, and I really like Squad because here recently I've been playing a lot of games that's a lot of content locked behind battle passes and things like that, but Squad has no progression whatsoever, literally no progression, and you just play a game, and the point of the game is to get immersed, learn strategies, learn how to talk to people, learn how to be cooperative, and win, and just do better than the other guys, right? It's just an outright classic video game, and it's a war game, it's a strategy game, and I've been thinking a lot about this. Now this is it's a weird concept, but I've been thinking a lot about how video games appeal to the competitive culture that maybe the Colosseum or war games in the past would have, or battles or trials or things like that, trials of might or skirmishes or things, right? And it gives us an out for that competitive edge, but at the same time, you can look at it, and it's there's these video games of war, right? And a lot of these times in these games, you'll see yourself facing these fictional narratives, or not even these fictional narratives, but these narratives that have weaved themselves into reality between you and these other players that have never even met before, and he could say something ironically and joke about things, and then get shot by a tank, and we can laugh about it in a video game because it's a video game, right? We don't but but unfortunately, war is kind of still around, but I think it's funny that we are able to see war in a different light in the aspect of video games, and kind of see how mundane it is. It kind of gives us the chance to kind of be that soldier and just die. There's no progression in the game, so you just choose a soldier, or you just choose a class, and then if you die, yeah, you can respawn, but in reality you're a different soldier. That's the idea, you aren't the same soldier because that soldier's dead. You're the fresh new meat, it's kind of scary to see that's how it operates sometimes, but it's weird that we laugh at it all the time, and I laugh at it all the time. I think it's the funniest. I've played games ever since I was a kid, playing Battlefield, putting C4 on trucks or tanks, flying through the air, shooting a helicopter through the sky. In Squad last night, I crawled on top of the BTP. My friend shot me in the head with the cannon with the high explosive round in it. Like I don't, like it's a weird. I don't. Games are weird, but like it's a strange thing. I think it's kind of I don't I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I think there's a little bit of both in it. I think I think it's good that it puts it in a different perspective. Let's say like a lot of people can't talk about war. It's too heavy for them or things like that, right? But it kind of gives people an opportunity um to like not disassociate it, but not view it in such a reality, in such a because now it's in a fictional reality. Now you're talking about the fictional war, So I don't know, maybe not, but either way, um, Squad's a really good game. You guys should check it out. It's a pretty fun game. But either way, the holidays went well. Now that it's the new year, Happy New Year. This is the first mother-in-law suite of the new year. Happy 2023. I think this is the 1 year anniversary of the mother-in-law suite. I didn't even realize that until now. But yeah, man. So I guess thanks to you guys, the few that listen and the many more that might come. I don't know. I never do. I just kind of do this for myself. Either way, I think it's fun. I need to remember that more often. Whenever I find myself not doing it, I need to be like, well, I do that for myself. I enjoy doing this. I literally here recently, I've been like trying to like, or not even trying to, but like I've been kind of like refraining from doing things that I like, and I don't know why. I feel like I'm like starving myself sometimes. I'm like, oh, I can't do that too much. I like doing that. I shouldn't like do that too much. Maybe it's like I'm trying to limit myself from like getting not necessarily. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but either way. I tried the High on Life game. I still haven't finished it. It's on Game Pass on PC, so I've been playing through that. Um it's pretty fun. It's pretty funny. I mean, I really like I mean, Rick and Morty isn't the best, but I think Justin Roiland's pretty funny. And I also like Joel Haver, and Joel Haver is that the animation guy on YouTube. You've seen his animations. He did the Mafia 3 or the trailing missions from the NPC's perspective, and he says Tony Lazzuto. He says Tony Lazzuto's the head of the operation. He just kind of goes crazy. I don't know, but it's a funny video. You guys should check him out, Joel Harver. But he's in it, and I'm just really excited. I'm happy that guy is kind of moving up. Like that's a content creator me and my friends have followed like since like pretty early in his channel creation, and he's blowing up. He started like he started talking to Moist Critical and things like that. It was pretty neat, and I'm glad he's finally being able to like kind of pursue a bigger career and like open up into like the video game industry. That's like that's a that's a key role, that's going to give him a lot of entries into a lot of different areas. Even Adult Swim, that is just an entry to Adult Swim basically. So I don't know, it's really cool. I think it's a really good thing. It's the same thing with Tim and Eric. They sponsored what do you call it, or what's his name, Andrew Callahan, Channel 5, All Gas No Brakes, that guy. He came out with a new movie. It's This Place Rules. It's him going around the country. It's basically like his YouTube channel, but it's a feature film, and it's his footage leading up to the events of the January 6th Capitol riots or whatever it is. I think it's January 6th. Am I like mistaken when I say that? Or January 6th Capitol riot? Is that what it is? Yeah, yeah, it is January 6th. I see. I was doubting myself. See, this is why it's important to educate yourself and be confident, but be humble enough to know when you might be wrong. Um, Either way, yeah. It's a really really good movie. It shows a lot of it shows how like the world is a bit more complicated than we all think it is, and how we should kind of just take life as it is in the day by day. Not necessarily in the day by day. Like look to the future and look in your past, But just remember to stay present and just kind of talk to the ones around you, and make sure the things that need to be taken care of now are like kind of being taken care of instead of worrying about what what this person's doing or whatever. It's just it's interesting. Like he shows like how um he's interviewing these people in the projects in this one scene. He's talking to these like kids. They're these young kids, and they're talking about how their cousin had died that um that month or that year, and they were all brothers, and so they were all really, it was like a really kind of really sad moment. And then like it cuts to this like really silly music moment with him and this family, and this family lives in this like suburban home with like technology and everything that they could really need or want, and they're terrified of lizard people coming to kill them or something, you know. And the point of the video is like, or the point of the movie isn't that he's not trying to, I don't think he's trying to shame those people for living the way they do. If they believe that, I mean, that's just what happens. But he's commenting on the fact that that's happening 5 miles away from this family that's trying to escape the projects. And how I don't know, it's just it's crazy. I don't you can't really put words to it, because there how do you respond to that? You don't, because that is reality, man. You can't really respond to reality. You just kind of keep on going and keep on moving, and just rolling with the punches, or just striding forward before anything else happens. I don't know. Everybody has their own philosophies and their own morals and ways of coping and pushing on. But man, if you guys know anything about Andrew Callahan and want to watch that movie, you guys should really 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 check it out. It's really really good, pretty eye opening. It shows you that um everything's not just black and white. There's a lot of colors in between, and it's really interesting. There's a lot of moving parts to everything, to this thing called life. So blame isn't as easily accounted for as we think it is sometimes. So either way, um, I haven't been watching anime. It's crazy. I haven't really been doing much of anything. I was really, really, really stressed from this last semester of school, and I have taken winter break to relax, and I have done just that. Um, but now that the new year has started and school's starting up here soon, I need to start getting more active and start um, getting back in a routine of doing things. So I'm going to come up with a new upload schedule, and I think I'm going to try to do once every 2 weeks. That will give me time. That won't stress me out, because I can have 2 weeks to have to edit one. So I can record one week and then edit the next, right? I might even start doing a little like few like 10-15 minute short things, right? But I'm going to try to do an interview style episode with a guest every 2 weeks. I might do more like episodes like these where it's like 20 minutes long, 30 minutes long, 15 minutes long or something. If I'm just rambling, I might just have an epiphany and want to talk to you guys about something. I've been writing some notes that I've been writing down. So I've been trying to get in the habit of taking notes so I can have stuff to talk about on the podcast, because I have a bunch of things, but I always forget them. And then I'll like remember them at the worst times, and then I forget them again. So I'm trying to get to the point to where I can just check these notes, and I don't know. Yeah, do you get me? You all get me. But if you guys don't already have me, you guys should follow me on Instagram. It is underscore average underscore meme underscore, and you guys should DM me um potential ideas for video essays because I really I want to do a video essay, but I have a really bad habit of like coming up with a bunch of ideas and then never committing to one because I'm too scared of the of things. I don't know. I'm just too scared. So if you guys can come up with some ideas and help me out, that'd be pretty cool. If you guys have any ideas for potential like guests, realistic guests, like maybe small bands or something that I might be able to email and potentially get on, that'd be really cool. I think that'd be pretty neat. I might try to start going out of my way and trying to like start emailing like small SoundCloud bands and seeing if I can get a moment of their time to advertise their music or something and actually get into to conversing with some random people. So I don't know. I think this year I think the first year 2022 was character, right? But now we got the tools. Now we got the material. You know, this is the year of the construction. This is the year where we define ourselves. The mother-in-law suite. The mother-in-law suite is under renovation. Wow, I'm lame. What do you guys listen to this? I don't think anybody does. So, either way, um, yeah, no, this is why I don't like talking alone. I just kind of end up rambling, and then I don't like editing things out, and I kind of feel like I say something that I shouldn't have said, and then I stop talking, and I have to pause the video, and I have to go back, and I have to re-record, and it's just this big whole thing, man. Sometimes it's kind of crazy, but it's I'm trying to get in I'm trying not to edit so much. So like I'm trying to keep things in because I need to do like those things like Joe Rogan. He'll just hit the record button and go. He'll go for hours and he won't mess up. He won't flub. So I need to be able to not flub. I need to be able to be confident in what I said and live by it. You know what I'm saying? That's stone. What's set in the past is stone, you know? um but yeah, no. I've been doing some I don't know. I've been wanting to do some vocal work, like voice acting. I think that'd be pretty fun. Um, I don't know how to get into it. I mean, I kind of know how to get into it, but like at the same time, like getting into things is hard. Like starting out, especially if like it's a potential career choice or not even career choice, but like money making path or something. I guess that's a career choice, but not necessarily like primary career option. But I, I feel like doing that kind of stuff is a bit hard because you gotta you gotta know people. You gotta like network in there. I don't know. I feel like there's like a big learning curve to the voice acting world, and I feel like you can say that a lot about a lot of career things. But I don't. I'm having. It's like, I can't commit to a career path with too steep of a learning curve because I can't spend too much time on one learning curve if I'm trying to, I have other plans and goals. So I need to. I'm trying to balance my hobbies and interests versus actual potential like things. So I, I don't know. I'll look into it. Maybe I could do some advertisements for some like vocal work for some like maybe indie games that might not take up too much career time or something. And that might give me some sort of resume so I can like that might give me a little bit of money to do on the side to do some stuff. I don't know. I don't know. You might be able to. You might hear me sometime. You might hear me sometime in the future. You never know. And but you never know. You never know. You never know. So we'll see. We might get into it. We might get into it. I might do. I might try some vocal work. I might try to write a monologue with I might come up with a character or something and write a monologue for the podcast and then come on and perform it. Would you guys think that's pretty lame? I don't know. I think that'd be pretty funny. I But I don't know. I mean, I like theater and film. I mean, I talk about movies all the time, and I like anime. Expressive emotions, the arts. I think the arts in times without war. I think the arts are important because they allow a restless soul to be content with a lot of fictional lives that they would not have been able to experience um, beforehand. So I think it helps establish morals and ideals and understandings and helps people just I don't know. I think it's pretty good. But either way, that's me. That's me. That's on me. That's on me. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but uh, we are at the 20-minute mark, and I think I'm kind of running out of content. I could probably keep on going, but I don't want to ramble for too long because I'm going to try to do more of these shorter things instead of worrying so much about doing longer ones. Uh, so get used to the 20-minute format. These might be easier to make more often. So, at least for the solo talks. But like I said, I'm going to try to do a minimum of two, or not a minimum of two, but every 2 weeks, at a minimum, every 2 weeks, a interview style podcast with either me and a friend or a guest of like a music producer, a I don't know, maybe a band, an influencer. You never know. We never know. But we'll see the grind. We'll see the move. We'll be up on the come up. Unfortunately, this microphone doesn't have a shock mount, so I'm gonna probably have to get one. So you can probably hear me like hitting the desk and like moving my mouse and stuff. So I'm sorry, but uh, you might hear those more frequently in editing because it's gonna be harder to get those out in the middle of an episode if I'm like researching or doing something. But now you get some little hacker man sounds in the background and some clickety clacks from the keyboard. So either way, we're going to my Spotify, and Jizu, Jizue, a Japanese jazz fusion band, math rocky, really, really, really good band, released a new EP called Gnome, Gnome. And the first song in this EP, Qingdao, I think it's a name of a city. Quingdao. It's a syncopated fever dream. Quoted by my friend, my cousin. He said, "This is a syncopated fever dream," and that's the best description I've heard so far. So you guys should really check it out. It's pretty good. It's pretty neat. I think I enjoy it. Plus the synth is so good in this album. Oh my god, man. Oh, it comes in. I don't know if you guys know. I showed my friend. He started laughing, but the meme where there's the eyedropper and he's putting the eye drops in his eye, but the cap falls off, like the dropper part of the dropper falls off, and the entire contents of the eyedropper bottle just pours into this guy's eyeball, right? And then it starts like fading. The screen fades white, and it shows like the earth. It's like it shows his third eye is awakening, and that it shows that life is blossoming. And then it has the music. It has like standard overture number 2 playing in the background. As it's funny, it's a really funny meme. But when that synth starts happening, bro, you guys should look at that video, and I swear to you, if that's not how you feel when that synth kicks in, man, I don't know what it is, bro. Because there's something about that song. It's so good. If Jizu, if you guys hear this, if you guys ever want to come on, absolutely, please, I'll welcome you to the mother-in-law suite any day. But either way, another on the list, we got I haven't really. Well, actually, yeah. My dad. I listened to "Moanin'" last night. By Charles Mingus. Charles Mingus, "Moanin'." It's a. Who did Charles Mingus make that, or was that just a cover? Who wrote "Moanin'"? Moanin' as a composition by Bobby Timmons, first recorded by Blakey's. Art Blakey's, first recorded by Art Blakey's, but its composition is by Bobby Timmons. Little did I know. Song's heat, check it out. Definitely. Very, 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 very good. So, so sorry if I just switched to an ASMR podcast. Would you guys just hate me if I just started talking like this all the time? What would you? I feel like my viewer rates would just drop. They would plummet, and I don't know if I could have a negative viewer rate. Can I? That's crazy. But yeah, no. I think that's. I mean, I'm gonna shout out Lydian Collective again because they're also very good and a lot similar to Jizu. So if you guys ever checked out Lydian Collective when I tried to put you guys on them, there you go. You can hear my snaps now. Phenomenal. But yeah. I think that's I think that might be it. But thank you guys once again for a really good year. I think I finally kind of found a formula and it got like really refined my vision for what I want this podcast to be. Thank you for your patience. I'm sorry. I might not be apologizing to you guys. I might be apologizing more so to myself, but either way, I am apologizing to you as well for my lack of content. But if you are just here joining us for this journey, for the journey forward of the Mother-in-Law Suite, thank you. And we'll see where we're going. We'll see. I have a lot of plans this year and a lot of ideas, and I have a lot of aspirations to meet with this. So let's get it done. Let's do this thing. But yeah, no. Adios. Farewell, Arrivederci, Sayonara, Guten Tag, Guten Nacht if it's night, Ciao, there's a good one, yeah, goodbye.